All right. We'll give everybody just a second here to hop on. I'm on YouTube, and we'll go ahead and get started. $9. You said the 23rd? I got those for $7. I could tell you when I bought them, and you can look at the chart, or I could.
We got them 2 days ago when it dipped down.
Yeah. I got them on the 2nd at 10 o'clock, and yeah, 2nd on 10 o'clock. The $30 strike for January 30th, I got for 9. Yeah. And then, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were fucking dirt cheap. When? Oh, damn. Well, that was that, dude. That's when, because the next day I was up 155%. So yeah, you did. I did. But the original purchase, the $30 strikes, those were bought on the 2nd. So we're gonna see where this fucking goes. But we're in a perfect position now. It looks like a real W, literally. George W. Bush. Now watch this drive. Watch this damn drive right here. Oh, there you are, Benjamin. I was wondering what was poking me. Pause. All right, let's shrink this down. What's good? What's up, YouTube? How are you guys doing? I'm gonna. Where the hell? Nobody likes YouTube, I guess. You can't scroll. Jesus Christ! I said XYZ's name. Started leaking up, dude. Look at it. $72. Alrighty. Damn, I fucked up my chart. What's good? What's good? Yeah. This is always around the time of day where I'm like, should I make another espresso tonic? And I want to, but then it's like 9 o'clock and I'm like, fucking, ooh. So we'll just add a little bit of bubbles here. I can't hear you on Discord for some reason. I'm here instead. Oh, that's weird. You guys can hear me, right? Very good. No? Okay. He's just hard of hearing. I do. Yeah, I hear the other members talking.
He probably has his 30 maybe.
Probably. All right. Now, how do I put a bookmark in my stream? How do I do that? I want to do that right now. I don't know how. Oh, there it is. Add stream marker. Very good. All right. Now, no one's muted work Wi-Fi Geegan. David Nagy, man, I lost more money again. I can never win. Uh, if that is your response though, man, to losing money, you're gonna keep losing money. You gotta keep your chin up when these things happen, man, and also be real with yourself about whether you really understand or have a strategy that you can chart out, mark out, entry, exit, and you know what a good setup looks like. It leaves room for reflection, if you will. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get yeah, that's right. We're gonna go ahead and get started. This is the start of the stream here. Brief recap. XYZ today opened up at the floor. It's giving us a little bit more to think about. I think if you are holding any runners, we're aiming right around 73.10. There's some empty space down below, but another really perfect example. And this chart right here, Ivy, you can screenshot if you will. Not yet. But this is just a perfect example of that empty space. The 1, 2, 3, candle close outside, and we're off and on our way. Celsius shook up and fucking exploded today. Beautiful $50 target, exceeding expectations. I think it would be actually pretty dope, Alex, if you went back and found the, I think it had to have been around right before Christmas. We talked about taking Celsius. Actually, no, it was before Christmas because it was down right around there. But what date was that? I'm trying to remember, brother. Give me a second. If anybody remembers, actually, hold on. I got one even better for you. I'll tell you what I bought it. 300%. By the way, on if you grabbed $48 contracts, we bought those on 12/26. So you can go look on the 25th, 26th time frame and check there. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, did a fucking good job on that one too. So, anyway, Celsius has filled up the majority of that empty space. Great job if you're able to take profit, shorter expiration contracts. Longer expiration contracts still have more to go, but if you have those shorter expiration contracts, those are the money that gives you the cushion for continuation pushing. It was the day before Christmas, was it? Cracking us with these ads. Here, let me delay the ads. I just delayed them. I didn't realize I had that button until I just found the bookmark. So there you go. I delayed it for you. All right. In other news, Pinterest is interesting. Excuse me. I'm like fucking Michael Scott right now. It is again, I still believe waiting for news. So, you know, with today's continued push up, the wick pull back down. I love it, right? Absolutely love it. We love it. You love it. I love it. It's being loved. We're waiting for takeoff. And that's again, we don't want to sit here and overthink it, overanalyze it. We don't need to do analysis on something we've already done analysis on and it's still working and all the price points are the same. Because that's a great way to get anxiety. But great job, right? If we are moving in the right direction. All right. Now, in other news, Elf starting to look beautiful. Hopefully just like me soon. Channel, right? That's going to be our first, which, you know, I guess maybe we start. Did I start that from the bottom? Nah. So we don't even need to really put too much weight onto that. I'm going to throw it up there anyways. The first target to the upside is obviously outside of that top of the channel, which, again, you know, kind of leaves me speculating on. But if we move to the lower time frame, it starts to become apparent at why that is the way it is. There's a confluence at 88.85. Are we worried about 88.85 or is there any emotions attached to that? No. It's a part of the journey and it might even come right back down and it might build. If you are buying equity, what are you crying about? You are waiting for, I am waiting for the empty space up above us to fill. This might be just the start of that volume, similar to over here. And I'd love to know when earnings is. Apparently never. Company's going to collapse. All right. Is there any solid plays you're getting in end of day? I'm trying to learn. It's hard to understand. All right, hold on. So let me stop you right there, David. And I hope you really, really listen, man. You are trying to learn, right? I'm reading two messages, right? Man, I lost money again. I can never win. I see another message that says, and I'm not cracking you, dude. I'm just trying to, yeah, I'm trying to learn. It's hard to understand. So that seems pretty clear, right? You don't know, and now you are suffering for your ignorance. That sounded harsh. I didn't mean it that way. But if you don't know, right, you're going to find out, and you're going to get slapped around, and not a lot of people can deal. And I don't like getting slapped around either. Sometimes, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. But seriously, nobody really likes getting uh, beat up, and it does take a toll on your journey and on your psychological uh, well-being, which makes it harder to learn. So I think what really needs to happen is an acknowledgement that you don't know. That's okay. That's a place that everybody starts. You don't know, but you're going to. You don't know, but you're going to. Stop. You don't need to trade. You could put $100 in your account and you focus on one solid play as soon as it comes into your horizon. But a lot of the times, right, it's the answer's in the question or the, the answer's in the statement. So I only say this, dude. I would only be breaking this down. I wouldn't be breaking this down if I didn't give a shit. So you're like, seriously, that is the best advice that I can give you, is be real with yourself. We like to lie to ourselves to make ourselves feel better, so we don't feel guilty. Potter likes to get beaten confirmed. That was not what was said at all. That was not what was said. Out of context. Fake news. Fake news. All right. Now, Jamie has the same shit. That's my journey. It's still sitting where it needs to sit, but might have to get out of it if it closes any lower. Lulu. I'm probably going to miss a few here because I'm trying to get to your requests. Remember what I talked about? Remember what we talked about? Right? Outside of that, the chances got high. We had empty space up above us. We didn't even get there. And now we have overhead pressure trying to push us down. Have we? No. Could we? Very much so. So tomorrow, I want you to be prepared if you are long or new entry. You're not losing. You're adjusting. New entry could be above, not could, is 216.25. We can find the makeup, right? Okay, we're leaving a little bit of empty space up above. So if you're long and you got a good expiration, you're okay, right? But be prepared. All right, that's it. If you have anything, so what would you do if I was in your shoes? I would say everything that has happened up until now is a farce. You didn't know. You made the mistake of doing it, but you just don't know. But what I said, you don't know, but you are going to find out, right? Obviously you're here. So what is the Potter Box strategy? What am I looking for? Boil it down. I've boiled it down, right? We're looking for boxes, 24-hour time frame, higher time frame, empty space up above. We want Celsius, right? We're actually living out the exactly what I'm talking about right now. Right? Consolidation. 1, 2, 3. Empty space above. Same reason why we're in Pinterest. Right? 1, 2, 3. Empty space above. Same reason why we got an XYZ. 1, 2, 3. Empty space up above. Right? A lot of people say, like, okay, 1, 2, 3. That's pretty easy. But knowing that it's going to go all the way, that's what we got. Right? So I would say, be real. Just start there, and then I don't know if you have. I don't want to tell you to go buy anything, dude. Especially if you're losing money. I would say just ask more questions and be in these lives as much as you humanly can possibly be. That's it. All right. Moving on. If you have anything you would like for me to take a look at, let's see if we can't find anything else. Maybe to watch. Add to the watch list. I do want to say one thing. We're riding 3 days on a lot of the stocks that we just got through tearing up. Okay. Not every stock, but if you're riding a wave, how many times we're deja vu again? If you're riding a wave, right? Know when to bail. Ask Chad. Except for he bails early, apparently. Because he ruined my analogy earlier. All right. And keep asking questions, David. Too many people are scared to ask me questions, and it honestly, it pisses me off a little bit, which I think that would be a little bit more scary. What am I going to do? Punch you? Yell at you? I'm just a random guy on the internet. Who cares what I think? You have a question? Ask it. If it has to do with trading, if it has anything to do with my feet or anything else, keep it to yourself. All right. Yeah, just had to make sure he was very he's out there, he's always listening. All right. That message is exclusively for somebody. All right, SoFi to the upside. Ooh, sorry, I missed your just got alert on ELF. Didn't notice you had pulled up. Celsius wants to act like yep. ELF earnings, yep. SoFi up. It needs a hold. Let's see your charty poo. Man, quit sending your chart. You already got it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. This is a 1 hour, huh? Okay. Ooh, you're playing with. Listen, stop it. I want you. If you're gonna send me your chart, send me the whole story. All right. Don't send me a piece. Send me a whole story because I can tell you without looking at the hourly exactly where you're expecting to retest, and I'm sure you can too. Now that I pulled this up, can't you? Right there. That would be the first logical target, and then you would see a wick right here. If we were to reverse back up, right? 4 hour, 2 hour, wall. So it's in a position to potentially gap up, right? But it would be the previous walls that served it that we had to gap up or open up above to get us up into there. Could it look like similar to how it does over here? Yes, you need to be prepared for that. How can you be prepared for that? No empty statements around here, guys. If you fucking gap up, you're going to get it, right? If tomorrow you wheel back and you rip up, right? And you stop. That is the defining factor. You stop and the candle starts to get eaten away. There's your sign, right? That is likely something that and again, wait for that candle close for confirmation as long as it's above, whether you're long or short. But ultimately, the more you build, the better I'd feel about that whole pocket up there. You know what I mean? Because no, you know what? Yeah, big whip up, big whip down. That one keeps going, builds right on that structure. So yeah, I mean, I think that's a fair assessment. It's tough when what you'll notice about me, Philo, is the more structure, the better the analysis, right? The more confident the analysis. The less structure, right? When I don't like, is that a box? No. Is that a lot of chop or build? No. Is it this or that? No. So it makes it a little bit tougher. In a way, it's tougher to put my analysis on it, but in another way, it's also just easy to take the tops of like candle closes because there's empty space everywhere and it's up and down. I mean, I get why you're looking at this. It might be a read and react scenario. SoFi will give you, I think, even if it gaps up, it'll give you an opportunity. So, what do you mean by structure? So, structure is just I'm trying to put a word on something. It's the box, okay, or it's anything that has a support and resistance. Any sort of range would be structure, right? Something's here. Let me put it this way: structure can only be structure when something is starting to be built. Damn, that was a bar right there. Actually, hold on. So if you see something building, that's structure, even if it's a single piece of wood standing up on concrete. It's still technically a structure. That's actually true in my city. You can leave one piece of wood standing and call it a remodel to avoid permits or some shit like that. All right, let's see here. I think in other cities it's like that too. Pins up. Yes. So we're starting to see that again. For some reason started this like I haven't already done it before. Yes, I mean, there's nothing more for me to say. There's nothing more that I really need to say. We're just looking for the break over 27.89. We have a, I mean, kick ass fucking position. You should be amped up just off of that. But we're just waiting. I have nothing to add to it because there's nothing that needs to be added. Tell David I lost 38K last year and felt exactly as he does. Ask him to watch your lives and it will click for him someday, just like it did for me to join. David, that is for you, my boy. Yeah, chasing money will make you lose money. Just know that it's in your future. Be excited. You can be amped up and excited. I mean, honestly, I always fucking bring up Jorge. It's like I got a crush on him or something. But like, bros, I spent a lot of time teaching Jorge. But like, you know that he always had a fucking really good attitude about trading. But I think when even in his mindset, he saw it as a part of his future. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like something that he was inevitably going to be there, and I think that attitude goes a long way. Um, but also, just acknowledging that, yeah, right now, nah, but you're putting in the work to get it. It's that work that people typically want a shortcut through. They want a signal. They want this. The end of it is, obviously a mess. Ooh, geez, Louise. Okay, so what did we talk about earlier, right? That same wall has been true all day, hasn't it? Previous resistance, previous support. That's what you're waking off of. So there's a day trade, obviously above 263.75, all the way up into that 265.77, maybe beyond up into 270. Not now, possibly, maybe later. But I do see that 260.30, right? That's really the only structure. I mean, we have some old boxes that we have over here, but I'm going to focus on the most recent price action. It's not a box, but it is a range. So 258.98, right? Warning signs could be flashing, but it would ultimately be, right, under the previous resistance and underneath that candle at 257.50 that you would be looking down more. So with the candle that right now, this is what it looks like oftentimes when you set up a reversal, right? Even if that means that you're pushing down, and I wouldn't be surprised if we did go hit that 260 target. Looks like it wants to do it while I talk, but yeah, nice. Honestly, this is a good setup too, for lower time frame trading as well. Yeah, I just need to build the confidence once I understand it. Yeah, you're accepting the journey, accepting whatever it is going to throw at you. You're going to keep good risks so you don't get emotionally fried and mentally fried and traumatized. And you're working towards a goal. And once you get to that goal, you'll have the ability to expand. All right. Neo up. Yeah. So I've been watching it today, and the 24-hour candle close is red. Now, like I said this morning, it is on the floor. But on the floor, even if we close red, it's... So I guess that would really be... Even the next day, you kind of gap up. It is above. So tomorrow, if we're above 487, clearance. But... Oop, hand fell asleep. Huh. This is where it gets robotic. It's honestly, even though this is really weird, maybe some of you guys haven't seen this before. This is robot trading. This is where literally robots are trading back and forth with each other. It happens when it's super duper low volume. This was actually one of the things that confirmed that my strategy was not only real, but foundationally like supported. Check this out. It's a cool little thing to look at. Look at the candle closes on the bottom. Points of contact. Now pay attention. Close, tap, tap, close, tap, close, close. But it opens. What does it touch? Cost basis, right? Doesn't go anywhere. There's nothing. There's nobody here. There's no volume there. So it's back and forth and back and forth. And then you start to see, well, before it goes lower, you don't even close a candle up there. You just see wick, 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 push off. So it serves now as a rejection point, but it's kind of cool to look at. If you ever have time, you can go and kind of see literally the I don't even know what to call it, the foundation, or like the robot skeleton of the Potterbox strategy. That's got to be a new sentence. Nobody's ever said that before until just now. All right. S from this morning broke outside the box, 24 hour. Yes, my first target is $30 on pins. I want a bag. Looks good, brother. This is how you want to close. It's how you want to close. The target above you is 1586. That is a great continuation candle. Nothing is pushing it down at the end of the day, which typically is where price settles. All right, here we go. All right, so the best I can do here. And that might be not great. 331, clearly serving as a floor. I don't have any further bounce, 1, 2, but only one off the bottom. Tough cookie. You close the candle at cost. Well, what would be theoretically your cost basis. Reverse. Now you're sitting here. Kind of looking like you're gonna punch down. I guess I think the first step here, and this is lower time frame stuff, because you're dealing with nothing on the higher time frame. Nothing. All you have is a wick. But with that being said, I would start my short at 342.34, maybe even early here. And that's where I would try to make an attempt for a third breakdown. Now, what you really want to see, and this could be it, is a higher low or lower high, or lower high. Sorry. Confuse myself sometimes when I say that shit out loud. All right. Yeah, good luck on that one. That sounded sarcastic. I didn't mean it like that at all. Jamie, what? Jamie up, it reclaimed after dipping down. I think it's building sideways. I think it needs to do this. If you want my, yeah, this is what I see in the future just based off what it's doing now. I think it comes down. I think it retests here. The hope is that it obviously immediately reverses. Anything back underneath 1350 is a no-go for me because of the empty space back down to 13. I'd rather just get back in. All right. I had a question once. What does that mean?
Do it.
Yeah. He's just saying like it went away.
Traded it off.
I had a question once upon a time before my curiosity died. All right, let's see. Go start trading immediately. Okay. What else do we have in here? Had a question on Elf. The spreads are super wide on the contracts. How do you deal with this? In the past, I started low and kind of bumped it up a little to the level I was comfortable with until it went through. I got an easy answer for this one. I don't deal with it. I might be lazy, but that's not my problem. Like, I don't want to have to deal with those incredibly wide spreads when my target gets hit. If I have to decide between losing and gaining $100 and it's the broker's getting the cash, like I'm not willing to sacrifice. So my game is I just go heavy on equity. Same thing with a couple of other stocks that move in the same manner. But Elf especially, the contracts are so bad. I may be missing them. They might be a little bit tighter in their spread nowadays, or maybe sometimes when they get moving volume wise, they get a little bit tighter. You could actually probably ask Chad, if I'm being 100% honest with you. He's the only one that I know that's traded Elf with contracts. All right. What time is it? It's 3:37. Yeah, you get tell me if you guys see contracts that look good, I mean, I might be willing to, but I haven't looked at it yet. No, I was thinking about it today. No, yeah, I didn't. I'm gonna try and see it. When did I pick up? Oh man, we wait, yeah, we've been hold on one second. I just talked about it, but I'm fucking brain dead right now. It was the second. So yeah, about 10 o'clock in the morning, 30 minutes after the bell. I think the news had come out and it hadn't really moved. Uh, yeah, so the thing that kind of changed it for us was the news that had its potential buyout. And so I wanted to put myself in position for that potential news. That and then the floor, it broke out above 26. So and it's funny enough, the contracts have stayed so inflated the day after I bought them that I haven't really seen any negative, regardless of price. So the average down obviously was, yeah, but there still is technically an entry outside of 27.80 or $28 if you wanted to, as long as you set a good stop loss on it. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, I've been pulling the arrows to my lips. Perfect. But yeah, way yeah, I do. I give a little kiss. Okay. Is that a prank? Is he pranking me right now? No, just kidding. Whip my shit off. I got you. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll do. I broke 4 arrows at lunch, so lift is not it. Not it. Oh, yeah, with the empty space underneath. Ooh, bay. I mean, at least 1930, but you do have to, with all of this consolidation at the bottom floor, this is where you're supposed to reverse. So when you feel that, if this candle starts closing down, I mean, I know it's one hell of a floor, but obviously when that breaks, there's definitely targets to the downside. So if I would just keep that in mind. If you're in, hopefully you were in on speculation because other than the reversal candle yesterday, it did not close outside of that box. So, all right, live. Oh wait, no, sorry, not lift. GT. Oh, dude, don't talk to me about this one. I guess today would be considered a retest, right? Breakout retest. So how you retest and how that retest occurred, that is perfect. That's exactly what you want to see. You want to see empty space back up above, and maybe a little bit room down below you. You could see $9 if you end up falling any further. But right now, you look good to try to get a candle close above 913 and go tackle this 30-minute after hours box. Hardly see those very often, but yeah, little or range rather. Yeah, yeah, it looks good. Good God. I learned that lesson again last time we took it. It kind of fried. I mean, it didn't do what I wanted to, but still. Hmm. Who asked me? Who asked me? Yeah, don't even start, dude. Who asked me about this? Because I said I was gonna take it too, dude. Where's my fucking alerts? It's my fault. Oh, dude. Damn. No, you blame me. I gotta pass the blame off to somebody else. Who should I pass it off to? Zebo. Zebo's always Zebo, dude. He's always getting away with shit, man. Why'd you let this fucking happen, Zebo? Ivy, mute him for like a week. I don't know. Oh god. Oh, that felt good. I feel way better about it now. Uh, yeah. Enjoy your cash, buddy. If you are in this, are you in this? Okay. You just came here to brag, huh? Like right before you get to the touchdown line, you start high stepping. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, you have the tremendous 3 bars coming out of it. Yesterday, you kind of had a brief pause at the floor. Today, you've expanded up into that. There's empty space all the way to 87.83 on the 24 hour and 88.50. So, I mean, you're off to a fucking kick-ass start. You got a great candle close on the 4 hour as well, which is right up against that. So as long as you hold that, you're in good shape for a nice play up to 87.70 potentially. So, damn. I forgot about that. There's too many. Sometimes there's just too many set like a squad, and you're just like, I run a firm, but the firm is my account, and I make you just give people who help you 5%. I don't know. 4 to the weekly. Never. Somewhere out there. No, that was a bad joke. I'm not going to say it. All right. Yeah, there is empty space. You are building the way that you need to build. So that is impressive. Yeah, actually, you know what? That doesn't look bad. That doesn't look bad. I think it might be the first time I've said that in a long time. There you are. Wee, $14. Let's go ahead and get rid of whatever the hell that is. Find my floor. That's 1460. Okay, so I mean, this is your 3rd time here. It is essential that you respond well. So far, so good. You got a little empty space up there. Looks like the hourly's probably going to give us a great mark. Yeah, there it is. So 1350 needs to hold. And on the hourly, 1385 is that good candle close you're looking for to get moving. Oh, you can dig it out. No, I don't think right now, if I took it right now, I'd just set a stop loss like somewhere on this box. Why not take it? I mean, yeah, literally right now, and then up into your pre-market, like so. And then I guess, again, you're as long as you mentioned a good expiration. So essentially, the bottom of this box is serving as at least, I'm not saying a stop loss, but at least it would be falling to 1350, which is that retest level that I just mentioned a second ago. But I mean, if both things are true, you could, yes, wait for the break over 1385. That just is a for sure. If you're trading up to that trigger, this is up to you. This could make for a good entry. Let me go to the 5-minute, 15-minute. Yeah. Ford's a tricky little bastard sometimes.
Make a quick little bag on it. Well, to make up for like 100% gain, something like that. But then it also set you over.
I would say there's been more bending over than there has been celebrating. Um, I rented a Ford Expedition 2026. That was really nice. So for a moment I was bullish, but as soon as I got out of the car, I looked at the chart. I remembered, yeah, we don't do that. It is, yeah, really, really tough. It's these type of moves that reel you in, but look what happens after that big move. Torture chamber. And it's every single time. So I mean, if it's just not worth it for me, I just don't trade it because of the contract premiums. It is a dinosaur. I mean, literally, it's like one of the oldest stocks I think on the market, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, that's a Dutch East India Company. Okay, so none of those things I just said were true. Well, I mean, I don't know. Damn. Bank of New York. founded in 1787. Was the first company to issue shares. You imagine your grandpa from 1602 passed you down a fucking share of VOC, piece of fucking pirate paper. No audio. Wait, I'm muted on YouTube. I'm muted. Can you guys hear me on YouTube? It says it's picking up my audio. All right. Uh, AMD down, dog water. You glanced at it earlier, didn't say nothing. It must be shit. My bad, dude. You guys, yeah. Well, I got, I got problems. Let's see. I mean, it is a little sketchy. A lot of sketchiness happening here. That is a little attractive. I'm not gonna lie to you right there. I mean, with all the overhead pressure, maybe a stop loss of 211.89. I mean, you got a target down here at 205. You know what? Nah, fuck that. 185.35. You're heading for the one, two, three gap underneath you. I mean, as long as you have a good expiration, man, yeah, great expiration would keep you because those type of things, even if you were to look at that, if we were to flip this chart upside down, right? That right there would be like, oh yeah, dude. So I don't know, man. I'm seeing maybe a major dumpy on this. Yeah. I've just done convinced myself. Not bad. Are you short on that? AA Ron? Yeah, you said down. Okay, cool. Cool. Bros up. It's getting close. Yeah, same thing I said this morning. Just a 64.65. 64.65 would be one of the first signals, and then obviously 65.50. And that there is a good play. There's a good play up here. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a short position, my boy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. I can hear it's cutting off. Did I already go the ETFs? Yeah, I already went over those. You can go zoom back real quick. Elf, what expiration? 2 weeks? No, dude. No. So let me repeat. I have a lot of Elf. Actually, I'd be love to do the calculations on how much that'd be worth when I hit 116. But yeah, this is like here. So that's probably a really good example. We bought it in here on the 22nd of April, right? You go and you look at the weekage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 before it wicks up and it touched that 150 mark. So, long time. 94.33. If you're playing to a closer target, I would say 94.50. Looking at that across the board. So, APLD. Oh my God. That is the worst. Oh, Peyton's making me clean the porch. Scrub it, power wash it. Uh, no, I forgot. Or I didn't forget yesterday. I got busy with something else. Like I was shooting arrows. Oops. Who's gonna save Rottenham? Interesting. They'll be testing me sometimes. Shit's tough, man. Nah, brother. Just the 30s. Yeah. Did you want me to have more or? Oh. Sounded a little sad when I said no. You're like, yeah. Yeah. Nah. um so it is 2880 where this thing would theoretically go down. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is tough, right? And I think what I can lean on is that, right? You've got structure, you've got a box, you're up against it. So if we can identify a floor, right, which I see 2880 is the previous bounce, previous rejection point, that's where I'd be looking down. Oh, I think Elf is an earnings play, but I don't know. Even on earnings, the contracts are fucking trash. I mean, you might open up with like a fucking still have a nasty spread. There's just not a lot of volume on them. So, all right. Contracts aren't any better now. Yeah. Honestly, man, like, dude, when I buy, like, even today, it's like when I buy these equities, I feel so chill. I mean, that's the only real word. I feel so like calm because to me, it's like I don't know. I really do look at it as like a bank, like better than my bank. I could go and like, okay, I pull funds out of said bank, and I mean, like, listen, I've never been caught in like a wild like, oh, this company went bankrupt. Like, and maybe my day comes, where I get caught in one of those, but like typically like something like Elf, knock on wood, um, has always performed so mechanically that it's like, oh, I'm just gonna buy here, and then typically because of that, it follows through with its mechanics. Uh, Once price gets beyond where I bought and starts recovering things up above me, my hand, I'm like, oh, there's so much. Like it's like weight just. I'm not worried about the gains yet. I'm just like, oh, shoulders like weight. I don't have to worry about getting stopped out. Like that kind of shit really makes the investment. That's why I like. Don't ever give up on the stock market. And I know like some greedy motherfuckers say that shit because they want you to keep buying their subscriptions. But it's like don't give up on the market. Not in their way, but like find your way. And if like, dude, sometimes you're gonna be hit with like the epiphany that maybe day trading is not for you. Um, and maybe you are only swing trading here and there, but equity, even if you were as dumb as a rock, I mean, I really think that if you're just looking at it box to box, you're looking at things that look like Elf, you look like Celsius, right? It's like those type of things make your life a lot easier. Actually, how much are we up on yield Celsius equity? Speaking of, Rivian still sitting at 94%. Target 15%, Roku 17%, Elf 24%. 90% of my portfolio is buy and hold ETFs, so I'm all for the chill. I'm using about 10% to try to boost my wealth using your. I love that, Nemo. And even when you're moving that all around, like maybe you reposition on one of the ETFs, it's like you have you really do wait. You can buy on the floors. You can buy outside of structure. It's that empty space up above you and way beyond you that helps a lot. So 3 minutes left. I am on YouTube. Yeah. It's funny because there's people who are like, we don't watch on TikTok because I don't like TikTok. I don't have it. I'm on YouTube. And I move over to YouTube and people are like, I don't like this. I would stream on both, but the fucking bans that ugh. That's quick math. That's a hard ass chart. It's like advanced level 10. No way. That's wild. Okay. So you built a box 22070. And you got structure, but not a box, a range here. And right, 1 minute. 1 minute. So they're the parent company of FanDuel. Okay. Yeah, I've never seen these before, but you did leave a gap behind at 219.15. There would be a punchback over 220.70 if you got a solid candle close there. You got a good retest today. It didn't fail, but it didn't do anything. So I think tomorrow there's an opportunity there, right? I think that right there is what gets you up and over. On the 4 hour, it actually looks like, yeah, you got oh, look at that. Oh man. If I'm not right, the chart is, dude. Look at that shit. Anyway, so over the wick 213, 214.90. I craved Taco Bell for like 30 seconds the other day. I snapped back to reality. It's kind of juicy. I mean, the only thing that I that bothers me about it is the way that it moves. That's it. The upside's pretty grindy, so it's definitely a longer expiration thing. I don't really see too many wild rips. See mostly grinding upwards. So wait, what? Thinking of grabbing it with a hard stop, long expiration. What should we buy? What should we buy? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I don't hate it. I think it's just I think if you're looking at this from a investment area, I think it actually looks really good. That right there would convince me enough that you'll be back at 277. Um, I don't hate it. I think it's just for options trading is probably not my thing. Yeah, news for sure, or even equity or something. So, all right, well, all right, and I'm gonna say it again as we're coming to the close here. Oh my god, get this guy out of here. Um, Remember, if you're riding a wave, maybe it's just on a couple stocks, maybe it's on one stock that you're trading, go look back. Go look back and just, what is its average run time? Does it like to run for 4 and 5 days and stop? On average, most stocks do. So, just know when to hop off and remember to sit and wait for the same opportunity to present itself somewhere else so you can start looking now. But great day. Fucking super exciting day. I hope you guys were able to throw some cash in the accounts. If you have any gains to post them. We'll throw a video or something together with him. But y'all have a wonderful day. If you have any questions or anything like that, DM me. I'll see you guys in the morning. Oh, yeah. I have to go help my cat um lose his balls tomorrow morning very early. And he's gonna go get ready. Or we're gonna get excuse me, we're gonna get ready probably at like 5:30, but we gotta drop him off. Yeah, he's getting fixed tomorrow. So we gotta chop it. You know what? I don't need him. Such a man, Sammy. I'm gonna get him some Benadryl, dude. I like to sleep through. If I had to have a major surgery like that, dude, just let me sleep. It's one of my favorite episodes. Is the dinner at Jan and Michael's. And the bloopers are great. All right, Burge, you know, if heaven is real, no, it's too late. You can't delete that from the ethereal chat. God's gonna ask you about that. He's gonna be like, so, what did you mean by this? No, it's not gone. It's in the digital hemisphere somewhere, dude. Nah, he keeps fucking. Can you check IWM one last time for the homie? Yeah, I think it needed today's pause and dip. So actually tomorrow, with this quick little pause, right? I wouldn't be surprised if we maybe made an attempt up here, but you are sitting between, you guessed it, motherfucking both. So I actually hold on. Wait. Watch this. Watch this. That's literally hold on. It's the structure of the market, man. Look at it, man. Yeah, man. I'm deleting that one. That's crazy. All right. Cool. Yeah. All right, guys. I hope you had a great day. I'll see you guys in the morning. I think what did Peyton? Peyton says she's doing something. Oh, Peyton's got to go to bed mad early tonight, so I might stream my game later if anybody wants to hang out or chill. I might stream. Anyway, peace. Yeah, well, so are you on a plane, dude? Damn, you better yeah, strap up, my boy. A little. I probably best not to do it then. I mean, maybe, right? This is how we do this a lot. Maybe you see the opportunity back up as much more than the opportunity down, right? Here's your opportunity down, there's your opportunity up. Which one's more, right? And when it gets here, what we're that could be a real opportunity. So I would focus there. Cool. And plus, you on your phone, and you're not even wearing a seatbelt, dude. I wouldn't do it. Oh yeah, Mona. Yes, I guess you could look at that from both attitudes. Yeah, he's yeah, fuck it. Oh my god. He has no readers on, no seatbelt, and he's trading on his phone. You know what? Fuck it. Do it, dude. You know what? Do it, dude. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, that's mad funny, dude. Yeah, you too, brother. I'll see you guys later. Peace. You know what? Better watch it. All right, bye, guys. All right, you know what? Why don't you come here and clean my porch, buddy? That's what. Oh my god! All right, guys. I. Oh my god. He said, "Man, a porch." You want to borrow it, I guess? I don't know. Why would it... Oh, yeah, there you go. One time I hit him with an extension cord. Oof, that's crazy. She did. She hit Alex with an extension cord. All right. See you later, YouTube. In that stream. Do you really hit him with an extension cord?